guys, today I have decided that I had enough of summer. It doesn't matter when you see this video. But yeah, I have decided that I want to start my Halloween crochet decor earlier this week and earlier this year. And I'm going to be making a good old plain jack-o'-lantern. It's a 21 by 21 square and it's pretty easy. I am going to be using a Tunisian simple stitch, so follow along with me, because if you're also very tired of summer like I am, you're gonna want to see this video all through its entirety. So we're gonna start by chaining 21. I have my 21 chains right here. I am using a rather longer crochet hook for my Tunisian simple stitch. You can always get away with using a regular crochet hook, so do not fright. Also, we just need 2 colors, which is like the nice thing, and a pair of scissors so that we can snap away whatever we don't like. And we're going to start by working onto the back side of our chains. So this is the front usually, and we're gonna turn it around and work onto the back side. These bumps right here, we're going to insert our hook. We're going to skip this very first bump because this corresponds to the stitch right here, and this stitch counts as 1. So we're going to go straight to the next one, this very next bump. Insert our hook onto that very next bump, and we are going to continue to do that on every bump all the way down our row, and we should end up with 21 stitches. And now that we have all of our 21 stitches in our hook, we're going to chain 1 onto the very last stitch. Grab our yarn and pull through, chaining 1. We're going to grab our yarn and pull through 2, so we're going to pull through that very first stitch and that very second stitch. So pull through 1, 2, and we're going to continue and repeat this process all the way down our row, pulling through 2. And it should be looking like so. The next 2 rows are going to be a solid color, but I'm going to show you the repeat for the rest of our project, which is we're going to insert our hook onto the very front loop of our previous row. So these front loops only, we're going to insert our hook onto that front loop, yarn over and pull. Again, this very first stitch, or the stitch that we always have on our hook, counts as 1, and we're going to do this all the way down our row, just pulling, inserting our hook onto the front loop only and pulling through. And this is going to be a repeat for the rest of our project, like I said, but this row in particular is going to be a solid color, so just move along. Also, on this very last stitch, don't forget to pull through. We're going to do an exception and we're going to pull through that whole stitch, and as you can see, there will be like a loop, and we pull through and we just catch those 2 loops, pull, and it should look just like this. we again are going to chain 1 onto the very last stitch, and we're going to continue and pull through pairs all the way down our row. Again, this whole second row is a repeat for the third row because the third row is exactly the same, a solid orange color. And I'm going to continue and do this, and I'll meet you back on our fourth row. And if your project is a little bit on the curling side, I just like to put a counterweight so it doesn't curl all that much. And your third row should look like this. Our fourth row, we get to introduce our black color. Of course, we're going to do 7 stitches with this orange color. So again, only onto that front loop of our previous row, always counting this stitch as 1. And 7. And now we grab our black color, and we're gonna do 2 stitches with this black color. So we're gonna do exactly the same thing. We just insert our hook onto that very front loop of our previous row, and instead of yarning over with our orange, we're just going to grab our black and pull through. And we're going to do this for 2 stitches. So again, yarn pulling through with that previous row, and I'm going to catch my tail. So I just go under my tail also, grab our black and pull through, and that really ensures that my tail is catched. And we're going to do 3 orange stitches. So we drop our black, pick up our orange, and again we exactly continue to do our pulling through just like so, always trying to leave this piece of back yarn, like that loose, that kind of, I like to call it waste, nice and loose so it doesn't create unnecessary tension. So 2 more black stitches, dropping our orange, picking up our black, and we're going to pull through again, making sure that that back piece of yarn is nice and loose. 2 more stitches, and the rest of our row should be orange. For our return pass, we're going to chain 1 again. This is a rule for each row, and we're going to pull through 2, pull through 2, and we're going to do a color switch right around here. So whenever you have 2 different color stitches in your hook, you always use that second color stitch to pull through. So we're going to drop our orange, pick up our black, and we're going to pull through that orange and through that black stitch. Same rule applies, but since they're the same color, we're going to pull through 1 more time with our black, and we apply that rule again. 2 different color stitches means that we use that second color stitch to pull through. So we drop our black, and we pick up our orange, and we pull through that black and through that orange. We move along with our orange, and we do our next color switch. We pull through, and we do our very last color switch for this row. Pull through that black and through that orange, and we just finish our row pulling through all the way down. And your project should be looking just like this. And essentially, this is all you need to know for your jack-o'-lantern and your Tunisian simple stitch. You just continue to do what we've been doing, and of course you can just pull your black yarn from where you have it right now. And I'll leave the Pinterest pin down below, which has the pattern that I'm following, or of course you can always take a screenshot of the pattern that I have on screen. And I hope you enjoy the time lapse that I'm going to leave, because I mean, it's a jack-o'-lantern. It's super cute, super nice, and I'm just getting prepared for the Halloween season. you.